All right, so it's been a few weeks since I've updated uh, my progress. I think it was they call it the 6 week appointment last week on Thursday, but it's almost 7 weeks out. Anyway, the sling has now officially been approved to be removed, never to be worn again, I hope, ever. And so now I'm just going into the PT mode. They'd given me a couple exercises, and I showed those in the last video where I could kind of use this roller, or I use the medicine ball, how I kind of increase my range of motion or try both forward and out to the side. Uh, but I'll show you a couple of the new exercises that they're having me do. But anyway, before I go into that, I'm very happy to have that sling off. The thing is not fun at all. So my sleep has been better for sure. And now, I mean, I'm not sleeping just on the side without anything. I put a pillow underneath my side, and I kind of have a pillow in front so that this pillow on the side can kind of stay up, and the pillow over here in front of my side kind of keeps the pillow propped up like this. So my arm rests on the side, similar to how the sling kept it. If it's off on my side, standing up, there's a little distance with that pad that's here. But instead, I'm on my side, and the pillow it just kind of sits like that. It keeps my arm off of my body a little bit, so it's not straining these muscles. This is the first time these muscles have been kind of activated or engaged in seven or 8 weeks, and so they're really atrophied. Like I said before, if you've seen some of the other videos, everybody is different, but I atrophy pretty quickly. I tend to bounce back pretty quickly, but I atrophy quickly, and I know that. So I think these muscles are really atrophied because, I mean, there's just nothing there. They're very soft and sore to engage. So anyway, the first day without the sling fully, walking around, of course, these muscles are going to get a little bit sore because, trying to keep the posture right, keep my shoulders back, but the muscles that are now engaging, um, you know, on the side and the ones along the scapula and the back, they were getting sore from that first day. And I was walking. I'm still walking. Try to walk 3 or 4 miles a day. I've been incorporating other kind of leg activities that deal with natural body weight resistance in those walks. So I'm trying to increase the intensity of that exercise. But nonetheless, I'm moving my shoulder when I walk. It was painful to really move it. At my first PT, which I had my follow-up appointment relatively early in the day, around 1, and then at 5:30 p.m. that same day, I went to my first PT appointment. Now, she analyzed me to see how am I walking, how am I doing certain things just naturally, and she could tell even when I was really consciously trying to move my arm walking, it was still clear to her that there was some resistance. So I consciously, started to move my arm even more when I walked, despite that there's some pain. So I'm just telling you the transition from a sling to being without it completely. There is some soreness there. There's some pain just with some basic movements, some everyday activity. But the doctor, he was very happy that I stayed focused, stayed disciplined with the sling. He's very happy with this alignment here. There's no malalignment at all with the X-rays or with the feeling. Of course, the scar is it is what it is. That's going through its own process. But he basically now said, I need to start moving my arm around. He's very happy about that. No weight bearing or heavy resistance bearing, but I can start to move my arm, and I'm going to do that slowly over time. He said this first week, I should really see a large increase in my mobility. And already between the first PT appointment, which was Thursday, and yesterday, which was my second, I can tell, some difference. The lady, she's same therapist on Monday. She, after doing some active exercises at the office, with a pole, with moving my arm, moving it in different positions, The last 20 minutes was maybe some massage up here, trying to break up some of the what she said was a scar tissue around the scar area, and also just passively getting that range of motion in. And she was pushing it to where I could feel it pretty nicely. And she wanted to kind of test it to see how I felt the next day when I came back in. If I was really super sore, could I tolerate that? Did I need ice? I didn't ice my shoulder at all. I didn't really. I could tell I was a little bit more sore today after those exercises. But actually, when I walked today for a little while. It's better. There was less pain when I want to naturally kind of move my arm, with my walk. And so I'm pretty happy about that. I can feel like this progression should be pretty good. I'm excited about it. And I'm just not going to rush it. I'm going to allow my body to kind of get there naturally with these exercises they're giving me. And so as much as I'd like to say I could hurry through this and 1 month I could be at weight bearing, it's probably not going to happen. I need to get this flexibility, this mobility back. Even right now, let's see. When I was first at the office on Thursday, this hurt. This does not hurt right now. I can feel it a little bit in here, but it's not painful. Out to the side, it doesn't hurt, but this right here, I can feel like the muscles in the back right there are kind of under a little bit of strain. So I can definitely feel that. But that was more than what it was on Thursday. So it's small little increments. I don't expect anything monumental, week to week. But as long as this trajectory keeps going, I'm going to be pretty happy. So right now, all I'm doing is doing isometric exercise to engage the muscles in the front, on the side, and the back. And so what she's having me do is basically, with a fist at a 90-degree angle, is just kind of punching the wall. But I'm trying to relax the shoulders and just kind of punch it 20 times, and not hard. So you don't want to do anything really rigorous. But I am going to, apply some pressure. And I'm applying more pressure. Actually, I'm just noticing this now because I haven't done these today. I'm doing this twice a day. I'm doing this more than what I did when I was first in her office, that's for sure. And so I try to go the whole range. Here's another one. So this is going back, punching it back with my elbow. And like I said, I'm trying to keep my shoulders back, right? And this part relaxed is what she said at the office, not to tense this up. So it's really the muscles and the scapula that are going to be doing the work. So, and this one doesn't hurt at all, actually. So that feels pretty good. And I'm going to do 20 of these. And I am engaging a little bit harder for sure than I did last Thursday. So 20 of those. And this one is going outwards. So again, same thing. I'm trying to keep the shoulders back, just relaxing. Now this one, I feel. I'm not pressing very hard. You probably can't even tell in this video, but I am pressing, but it's very lightly. But I can feel these muscles in here. That's probably the most sensitive sort of engagement that I do. But it's not bad. I'm not trying to press hard, but I can feel it. So I'm just kind of going to the point where I can feel that. I'm still trying to be relaxed. And then the other one is I would have to go with my back towards you, but it's inside. So it'll be that direction, but I'll do that after the video. The last one is with a hand down and kind of pressing it that way. And it's kind of similar to the other one like this. Except it's not bad actually, as I'm sitting here trying to evaluate how it feels. But it's certainly engaging all those muscles around the shoulder. So I can feel that. And this one, similar to this, it's more sensitive, but it's not bad. So hopefully these exercises are going to be, paying off. And then the other one is she said do a lot of this pendulum where you kind of hunch over and you just sort of, you know, make your arm go around. You relax it. I've been doing that a lot. At first, this hurt when I first did it, but I have a much bigger range now, and it's fine. It's not hurting. I mean, there's a couple parts in the rotation that I can feel a little sensitivity, but it's nothing to really say anything about other than I can feel it. It's a little bit of a strain on certain parts of the rotation, but it's more like a feel good than like a real sharp pain that I know you don't want to get into that threshold. Um, so that's a lot of the updates. So again, just to recap, my sling was off on Thursday, according to the doctor, and the first couple of days, I went to that therapist in the afternoon after the doctor's appointment. First couple of days without the sling is a little bit more sore with the muscles that had to engage for a lot longer than they had previously. And then those are not sore anymore. And now I'm just kind of working through these thresholds, like the mobility threshold of how high I can raise my arms. That has no problem. Out to the side is harder. But I'm going to increase that range over the next couple weeks and slowly through these isometric exercises engage the muscles around here to get them active again. Remembering, hey, what's going on? We belong to the shoulder. We need to move a lot. So those type of things. And I'll let you know how it goes. I think everything so far is good. I'm just happy to be done with that sling. It's one of these things where I don't want to do this again. So I'm going to again continue to buy into this process until I have reason to not buy into it and veer from it in some other pathway that I think is best. So I'm buying in, and so far so good. I'll keep you updated. It's one of these things going to take a while. I guess as much as I'd like to hurry it, it probably is going to take the better part of the 4-month window if I'm at the lower end, but they say 4 to 6 months. So, all right. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll try to answer everything. So, all right. Have a good day, and I will update you in a few weeks.